All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and I'm back. That's right, man. We back. Finally made it back from LA. Amazing trip. First of all, people super dope out there, man. Shout out to John O'Groats. It's super cool. Amazing owner there, man. Showed us a lot of love. I appreciate it. The food was freaking amazing. If you're in the LA area, go holler at them boys. Now, the whole trip was cool, but that's not what we're here to talk about, man. We're here to talk about these Toronto Raptors, right? We all know, man, my house was a divided household at the game. You know, the Lakers came out on top of that. But we all know, some people put in the comments, Chris, you didn't really lose because you like raps. You know, y'all already know, man. I've never faked it or flaunt it. Yeah, the Lakers is my number one team, man. It is what it is. I've been that way. I'm a Kobe die-hard fan. Like, y'all don't even understand how. You already know. If you follow my channel, you know Kobe is it to me. I don't care what nobody do. Jordan, LeBron, Kareem. I don't care what Wumma Bumma come in the league. I don't care. Kobe's number one. And so there go my love for the Lakers. That'll never change. Now, but we all know how I'm fascinated by Toronto Raptors. I'm always gonna ride with them. So I've been watching this team, man, and I was watching something, and I hope you guys can ride with me on this one. If you look at that Toronto Raptors versus Lakers game, Toronto did everything they wanted to do. That's what frustrates you. The Toronto Raptors did every single thing they wanted to do. They held Anthony Davis to really 6 points, besides the little cheat one at the end. He really only had 6 points, but you can give him 8. You caused 20 turnovers. You shot 50% from the field, 35 from 3. How do you not win that game? And I'm starting to see a pattern with the Raps, right? What the Raptors are really good. Look at what they did to Davis. Go back and look at what they did to Jokic. Now, you look at the Clippers game, Kawhi had 24, Paul George had 23, but it wasn't like none of them just went off, right? When you can even go back further than that and say, oh, dang, look at what they did at this player, that player. But what I think the issue with the Raps come in and after you lock down, let's use the Lakers game, for example. After you lock down Davis, you have to have a plan. Look at how the third quarter. Go back and look at how that third quarter started off. They was on fire, and they was on the court. They were locking them down. They were throwing the Lakers offense off. They were doing their thing. You know what? And I always bash Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham said, hey, we got to get Davis out of there. Let's go and get him out of there. Let's get Anthony Davis out the game. So he took him out mid-third quarter, mid to late third quarter, then bring him back to like mid-fourth quarter. You know why? Everybody thought he was trying to, no. The Raptors didn't have a plan B for when they ain't got to guard Davis. Their whole scheme, stopping this guy. And to me, I understand stopping the team best player. But the other players are NBA players too. So when you look, when they took Anthony Davis out, the Lakers went on the run because it felt like the Raptors now on defense was like, okay, there's no Anthony Davis. Do we trap? Do we not trap? Nick Nurse got to adjust. Nick Nurse got to adjust in that situation and have a plan for that. I feel like they have a great plan A. Plan A often works, but you got to count for the other guy too. And in this case, for the Lakers, it was D'Angelo Russell. If you look at for the Nuggets, look they held Jokic, the fraudulent MVP front runner, 3 times MVP. Anyway, I'm not gonna get back on that soapbox. Oh, if you thought I was just upset, I meant what I said about that. You don't tell me he should be a 3-time league MVP. He should be a 3-time league MVP. Jordan couldn't get that. Kobe couldn't get that. LeBron couldn't get that. Nobody can get that, but okay, I'll stop. Anyway, so you look at what they held him to 17 points, but Jamal Murray got off. Somebody else got off. Like you can't just be like, if we stop this guy, no. You might have to live with that star player saying, all right, go get you 30. But ain't nobody else doing nothing. And I mean, they were doubling Anthony Davis, tripling. Great, damn great game plan, man. And then they caused the Lakers to have 20 turnovers. 20. If you hold a team, if you want Anthony Davis, if I close your eyes right now, and I tell you the Raptors will hold, and before that game started, I said the Raptors will hold Anthony Davis to 8 points, they'll cause the Lakers 20 turnovers, and they'll shoot 50% from the field, you'll say, oh, they're going to win that shit by 20. That's out of here. They out of here. That's what you'd have thought, right? The problem is the Raptors have to account for everyone. They'll do a great job at stopping one person, but there's other players on the team, and I'm gonna say this too. And I don't like just say stuff to say it, man. Y'all know, I know some people like, Chris, I hate when you go to the computer, man. It messes up the rhythm. No. Let me show you something. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at a couple players here. Right now. And I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna tell you like an IS is. I'm looking at two guys. Cause if you don't like, I follow the Raptors. Y'all already know my love for the Raptors. You guys, you watching this more like you follow the Raptors. But outside of us, outside of the faithful for the Raps, there's and when you ask anybody else, when they mention the Raps, they're gonna say probably two names, three. You're gonna hear Pascal Siakam, you're gonna hear Scotty Barnes, and you're gonna hear Steady Freddy. More the other two, but you're gonna hear Fred VanVleet name in there too. Those are the three guys. When of those three guys, one give you 8 points and the other give you 12, you're gonna have a problem. And I've always been a Siakam person. I'm like Siakam is him. He got to be him. He's him. I'm off of that bandwagon now, dog. I'm off of that because I'm looking. I'm like, wait. At this point, at this time, you cannot show up and give 12 points, dog. Steady Fred, you can't show up and give 8 points. Your team's on the 2-game. They're going to the game with a 3-game losing streak. They had a 3-game losing streak. I'm sorry, this game would have made it a 3-game losing streak, which it did. You can't show up with 8 points. You can't show up with 12 points, Siakam. Let's dig a little deeper. Oh my God. I'm sorry, my computer be acting so crazy sometimes. Okay, whatever. But you look at these games and I've seen too many times. Go back to last year's playoffs where I'm like, and I've said this before and I stand on this. I thought the young boys carried them in the playoffs. The young boys did their best. What was Pascal? Now we said Steady Freddy had an injury. And Pascal got some breaks early because OG was hurt, and we were like, well, he got to play the best play, he got to guard the best player, so his points ain't gonna be right. Well, he ain't guarding the best. OG's out there. In these times right now, man, your best player got to show up. It's just what it is. Your best players have to freaking show up. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about. But this is crunch time because to me, you do not play this game. You do not go get Pirtle if you're trying to rebuild. You don't get Pirtle if you're trying to just, we're cool. I'm seeing too much of that. Another thing. Sorry, this video a little longer than usual, guy, but I got to talk about this. The Raptors got a Gary Trent problem. And you'll say, oh, he was just off that night. No, Gary Trent is not passing the ball. I've been saying this all year. Now, when they go in, it looks good. When you have a night, it looks good. But then when you have a night like last night, it's bad. Because I think I seen him pass the ball twice. That entire game. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. When you at these games, I went to the Washington Wizards game, the Raptors Washington Wizards game. I went to the Los Angeles Lakers game. You know what I noticed? Gary Trent don't even come out with the team, man. The team be out there, they run out there. He comes out late, doing his own thing, look like a loner. He don't look like a part of a team. He don't. When you watch him, when you in those arenas and you looking at him, he just look like, hey man, I'm just here. And that's fine if that's your personality. But then when you're on the court and you act like it's just me, look, I counted multiple times they didn't even want to pass him the ball. If you watch that game, you see Boucher commits a turnover because he see Gary Trent open. He know the right thing to do is pass, but he's like, I don't know here, man. And it causes a turnover. Scotty Barnes on the other end got the ball, see Gary Trent right there open, don't pass it. Why? Because he's just gonna shoot it. He's not gonna keep the ball in rotation. I've seen Gary Trent come in and literally take away the momentum. I'm not bashing Gary Trent, but Gary Trent got to be a part of the team or get going. There's no other way because he's like a cancer in that locker room. On that court, he is not passing. And I don't know, because Gary Trent seemed at one point was such a team player. But now, I don't know if because he's coming off the bench, whatever the situation is, he looks like a guy that is not a part of the team. He's an individual playing basketball. That right there is a recipe for failure. Because let's say, okay, y'all say, Chris, it's bigger than, okay, listen. Let's say this. Look, the Raptors win this game if Gary Trent give you 4 points and Steady Freddie give you 4 points, give you 12 points. See, I can give you 16. They win this game. That's crazy, right? So you're going to tell me none of those, you're going to tell me Gary Trent ain't capable of giving you at least 4 points? You're going to tell me Steady Freddie can't give you 12 points? Siakam can't give you 16 points? The guys who's supposed to lead this team is not leading them. The young guys supposed to look at Siakam, Steady Freddie, and say, I'm not Gary Trent in the leader category, but Siakam, Steady Freddie, like, you guys are champions. You the champions on the team. You're supposed to lead this thing. And they're not. They're failing when it mattered most. Same thing happened in the playoffs last year. Now, Steady Freddie was battling injury, which I said, okay, I got it, but he had points in it where he was good, and then like he fell off. Like, anyway, you can give him the ankle injury, whatever it is, excuse if you want to. But what's the excuse now? Siakam came up small too many of these. So for me, if Siakam is him, like I've been saying he is, because I've seen him do it in games, and I'm like, yo, this guy's it. But when it mattered most, man, that's the difference between good and great, man. If Siakam want to elevate, he got to show up now. Right now. He got to go give you 25. If he's him. And if he's not, by the end of this year, if he's not, the Toronto Raptors are going to get this thing to Scotty Barnes. Hey, dog, hey, Scotty, this your team. I don't want to hear nothing about growth. He got to grow up. He got to grow up. Grow up. Hey, sometimes you got to grow up on the fly, buddy. That's life. Everybody going to be able to pimp you to that. Because you look at the people that are quote-unquote great, a lot of them, they wasn't pampered into it. They just out there, go make it happen. Go make it happen. Get better. Learn on the fly. So, anyway, I know this video was kind of long, man, but I had to get this off. Trust, there's a lot more I want to talk about, including Nick Nurse pulling Jakob Poeltl with 8 minutes on the court. He played 8 minutes, had 8 points, and they pulled him. Why? He was cooking, and they pulled him. I didn't like that either. But anyway, man, didn't want to make this video too long, but that's my thoughts, man. Gary Trent, he got to become a team player. You look at Pascal and Steady Freddie, they got to do more than what they've been doing. These are your all-stars. Your all-stars can't show up with 8 and 12. It just can't happen, man. So with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Again, sorry the video was a little long, but I had to get this off, man. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great, man.